Hello fellow makeup lovers, how are you guys doing? So today we're going to be talking about a few different makeup brands that I have personally given a second chance. I'm kind of excited / nervous for this video just because I've been wanting to film it for a while. I really like the idea of it, but I also want to be able to convey my message and get everything across and be well spoken, so that just makes me nervous. I feel like this video makes sense for my channel because I've been very vocal about different makeup brands and whether I was going to support them or not and why. It's definitely not a subject I tiptoe around, so I thought if I just start using brands that I previously said I wasn't going to use, you guys might be wondering why did I change my mind. So I figured I would do this video and tell you my 2 cents, why I'm supporting these brands now, why I'm going to buy from them. If you don't agree with me, if you don't want to support them, if you already supported them, whatever your opinion may be, that's fine. I always say on my channel that it's totally okay if we agree to disagree as long as we all state our opinion respectfully. This is just my 2 thoughts, so let's just go ahead and jump on in. So the first brand I'm going to be talking about today is Lime Crime, and I had never purchased from Lime Crime until recently. I'm going to tell you guys a quick little history between me and Lime Crime. So basically, years ago, they came out with the matte velveteen liquid lipsticks, and I wanted them so badly. I remember hearing such good things about them. They were all over YouTube, and they were the first like real matte liquid lipstick on the market. But I was a teenager at the time, so I did not have a debit card, and I never purchased them. I remember shortly after that, they had the security breach where they handled it very poorly. I remember watching on Instagram, seeing them delete comments and basically act like nothing was happening when people were losing like hundreds of dollars because their accounts had been hacked. So I know that's why a lot of people stopped supporting Lime Crime, specifically a lot of bigger bloggers, was because of the security breach. Personally, the reason why I have not supported Lime Crime over the years is because they had a CEO named Doe Deer, and I personally do not agree with a lot of things that she's done. I just think a lot of it's disrespectful. I don't know if she's changed. I don't know her personally. I've never had a in-life human interaction with her, so I can't speak on who she is as a person. All I know is that from what I've seen, I was not comfortable supporting her. So the reason why I had a change of heart is because Doe sold the company. There is a new owner and a new CEO, and I just felt a lot better about buying from them. There was a lot of products I was really interested in, but I did not want to take that dive until she sold the company. I will say that she is still on the board of directors, so she does have some sort of say. I'm sure she's making some sort of profit from it, but she no longer owns the company, which for me was enough to start buying from Lime Crime. So if you are interested in more information on that, Jay Kissa actually did an interview where she kind of confronted Lime Crime, and she talked and met the new CEO, met a lot of the people who work there and everything like that. And I thought it was a good video. I think she definitely went a little bit easy on the questions, but you could feel her anxiety and nervousness, and she said it was her first interview, so I hope to see more. I personally would love to know how many people are on the board of directors just because I'm curious, but that's basically all I really have to say about it. I just changed my mind because she sold the company, and I feel like for only buying Lime Crime for a few months now, I have a lot of Lime Crime that I've tried. I have all the the regular Venus palettes. I have the Venus XL. I've got a few different lip products. I'm actually really interested in some of their highlighter palettes. I think that they look beautiful in duochrome and like right up my alley, but there's so many to choose from that it's kind of overwhelming, so I don't know which ones to try. So if you have any experience with those, I would love to know. But that is why I changed my mind on Lime Crime, and I will be purchasing from them in the future. So the next brand I'm going to be talking about today is Gerard Cosmetics, and I don't think I ever voiced my opinion on Gerard Cosmetics on my channel for 2 reasons. One is just that the situation happened before I even started my channel, so it made no sense to talk about it randomly. And the second reason is that no one ever asked me about Gerard Cosmetics or why I didn't buy from them or if I owned anything from them, so I never felt the need to explain myself. So this might be a little bit of a lengthy explanation because I'm literally going to be telling you guys how I went from not supporting Gerard Cosmetics to becoming a Gerard affiliate, part of the GC affiliate hub, which is their Facebook group. So basically, we're going to dive into the YouTube drama past. I feel like this was the first real scandalous situation to ever happen on YouTube, and it was also the beginning of drama channels. So if you guys are not already familiar, I'll just give you a brief little synopsis of the story. Basically, the owner of Gerard Cosmetics was on on Snapchat, and there's like a little clip, and she said something not very nice about someone who was reviewing her product who was not very nice about it. Two wrongs don't make a right, so the whole situation was kind of like eh. And I was definitely like, what do they say, that there's like your side, my side, and the truth, and I only saw one person's side, and it wasn't the owner's. So I didn't really see the full situation, and that's why I stopped watching. And it kind of gave me like, you know, like a not great feeling about the brand, and I just never bought from them to begin with. So I kind of just was like, I'm not buying from them, and that was that. It wasn't like a really big thing. I was just kind of like not really here for it. It's been a long time since that happened. It's been literally years, and again, never really paid attention to Gerard. They're just doing their own thing. I'm doing my own thing, living my own life. I can't remember how long ago it was, maybe like 2 months ago, Marlena from Makeup Geek did a video on like the truth of the beauty community. We're not going to talk about that today, but shortly after, Jen Gerard did a video on YouTube, which I can link down below because I really enjoyed it, talking about different things in the community, wanting to support smaller artists, such and such. And I actually had a person that I follow on Instagram who follows me as well. She's a very sweet girl in Brooklyn. She messaged me and she's like, you need to check out Gerard Cosmetics. They're doing this really cool thing. They're letting everyone be affiliates. They want to help like the smaller YouTubers or smaller creators. They want to be part of the change. And so I went ahead and checked their stuff out, and I signed up, and I really wasn't thinking anything of it. Like, I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go support them, I'm gonna go, you know, like tell people my code. Like, I just signed up simply because I wanted to see what was happening. That's just the truth. And whenever I got on their page and their Facebook page, it's seriously so freaking cool, and it makes me so happy because, I mean, you guys know, like, I literally talk about like raising each other up, empowering one another, being kind, that this isn't a competition. I literally talk about it all the time. And so to see them do something so cool and to like include everyone and to really just create like this little place of empowerment. And like, I'm not on the Facebook page all the time just because I don't go on Facebook as often, but every time you go on there, it's people always being kind to each other, supporting each other, giving each other tips and compliments, and it's just such a cool place. So I felt like that really kind of made me like give the brand a second chance, combined with the fact that I kind of fell in love with Jen Gerard's personality. I feel like she's so down to earth. She talked about the situation, she talked about how she apologized and how she felt horrible about it, and that, like, you know, that's not who she is. And I think that if we're being honest, we have all said something not nice that we would not want to be put on the internet. I know I have. I know I've been a jerk, especially like, it just happens sometimes, especially when you're just, you know, it's just candor and you don't think that anyone's filming you. And I think that we could all put ourselves in those shoes because that's just the truth. We've all been there, and, you know, I'm not trying to throw stones when stones should be thrown at me. So I just had a complete perspective change, and I feel like I really fell in love with the idea of the brand and what they're doing in the community, because it's so easy to talk all the time and say like, you want to see change, you want to see change, you want it to be like this, but are you actually doing anything to improve the industry? So I think that's super cool. So I had a cart filling up. I was planning to place an order myself, and they decided to go ahead and issue PR credits to everyone on their new affiliate team, so you could place an order and decide what you wanted for yourself. So I do have a bunch of Gerard goodies in my life now, which was considered PR, even though I did go over and spend some money myself because I'm crazy, even though they gave a really generous amount. So that's how I became an affiliate for Gerard Cosmetics, and I have no guilt or anything from supporting her brand. In fact, it makes me feel good. I'm wearing a few different Gerard products on my face right now. This highlight is Grace, and it is stunning. Although, quick little disclaimer, this highlighter Grace, okay, you guys can see the shade, right? It's like this light, beautiful gold shade. On their website, this shade literally looks gray. Like, the picture is not a great swatch picture at all. I really wish they would update it because it is so beautiful on fair skin, and on the website it looks like it would never work for me in a million years. Alright, so I think that's everything I have to say about Gerard Cosmetics. I'm really happy to be buying from them, honestly. The last brand I want to talk to you guys about today is Beauty Escape Cosmetics, and this is a smaller indie brand, and I did a video months ago talking about my experience purchasing from the brand, and I think I was definitely a little bit harsh in the video, but it wasn't about, like, I wasn't trying to be mean. I just wanted you guys to see, like, where I was coming from, and that's why, like, I really went in and got screenshots and showed that it was a pattern and it wasn't just me, and it was less about, I wasn't trying to make the brand owner feel bad. It was just specifically that I don't know how to explain it, but it made me, I felt really anxious about doing the video, and I didn't want to be told that I was overreacting or that I should have just waited, or like, I don't know why I was overthinking. So that's why I really went a little bit harsh, and I showed like every customer's bad reviews ever from the brand. Basically what happened was that it took months for me to get an order. They ended up refunding me, and it was like a whole thing. I just wanted my order, honestly. All I ordered was 2 eyeshadows, and I was just really disappointed by the whole thing because it took so long. And so my update for y'all is that I will buy from them in the future, and here's why. So they actually did end up making it right. Like I said, they did eventually refund my order, and then about like 3 weeks later I ended up getting a package from them, and they sent me a few shadows and some sample lotions and stuff like that, which I wasn't expecting just because I had my refund. So I appreciated them doing that little extra, you know, still sending out the shadows that I ordered plus 2 extra. Actually, they didn't send the one that I ordered. The shade Azucar was the one I wanted the absolute most. It's such a beautiful shade, and they did not send that one. But I wasn't going to complain because it's like I was refunded. This was extra. It was just them trying to make up for their bad mistake. So I think the shadows are actually so beautiful. Like, they have a shade, I think it's K-A-A, and it's like the coolest gray purple duochrome. It's literally like unexplainable. I don't think I could ever show it on camera. Like, the way that it shifts is so cool. Like, it looks like such a like lame gray shade, and then you pick it up and you're like, whoa, like, where did that come from? So the reason why I am willing to buy from them in the future is because, like I said, they did end up making it right, but they actually completely changed around their shop. So they closed their shop for a while, and kind of like, they definitely made some changes, and they no longer make products to order. They only sell products that are already made, which I think is such a good decision, honestly, because, you know, you can get orders out so much faster. And if you're going through a lot, you don't have to make all those shadows. You can just sell what you already have. So I think that's definitely a really smart decision. They also had so many products on their website, and they definitely narrowed it down now, so it's way less product so that they don't get overwhelmed. I believe that they also hired additional help. They have a full Instagram post talking about everything that they did to change and make their brand better. And I said in my video, I was like, I really want the best for them. I really want them to make changes. So I'm happy to see them make those changes, and that makes me want to support them because I love indie brands. I think the product is really good. So I'm willing to give them another chance. I haven't made an order yet just because I've been shopping way too much, but I am going to purchase from them in the future. Definitely going to be buying a Azucar. So really quickly, I just wanted to add an apology to the owner of Beauty Escape Cosmetics, that if you were going through a really hard time and I added more stress into your life, I'm sorry. I really never meant to be a negative person. I just wanted my order, and I think that looking back, I could have been a little bit kinder, a little bit more patient. So I'm sorry about that, and I definitely look forward to buying from her in the future. So I think that's everything for today's video. I would love to hear if there's any brands you didn't support and you support now, if there's anything you've changed your mind on. So I think that's everything. Like I said, remember, respectful comments, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. I knew exactly what I was going to oh gosh, that sounds stupid. One of these brands on my channel. If you see, it drives me crazy. If I just started you might be wondering, why did I change my mind? Maybe you don't care at all because you don't care about me. Yeah, it would have been very hard getting my mom to let me buy black liquid lipstick in general. So the first brand I'm gonna oh my goodness, why can't I talk today? Alright, so what is wrong with me? How long? 10:30. Oh my gosh, I've been filming this video for like an hour. I've said nothing. And it's kind of a cool story how I hold your horses, people. Okay, let's get to this. So it's not that big of a deal. And dang it, I'm taking forever. So the next channel, gosh, what is wrong with me today? Letting you guys know I literally talk about like what about like why can't I say what I'm trying to say?